Welcome back to another video. I hope you're all keeping safe and well. So Everton v Tottenham Hotspur in the Premier League tonight, just an hour away. The team lineup is just about to be announced, and it's fair to say that Tottenham Hotspur, we need a win. We need this reaction. Of course, we got that 2-2 draw away at Newcastle United, and of course, the last game, a 3-1 home defeat against Manchester United. So Tottenham do need a win, and we are currently sat in 7th place. Everton are in 8th. The team lineup has just been announced. Hugo Lloris is in goal as our captain as well. Serge Aurier at right back. And then we've got Sergio Reguilon at left back. He's going with a back 5 tonight. Toby Alderweireld is back in the team with Joe Rodon and Eric Dyer. In midfield, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Moussa Sissoko, Tanguy Ndombele, Harry Kane, and Heung-min Son. The substitutes tonight, Joe Hart, Davinson Sanchez, Javat Tanganga, Harry Winks, Giovanni Lo Celso, Dele Alli, Eric Lamela, Lucas Moura, and Gareth Bale. Now, what do you make of this Tottenham Hotspur lineup? A back 5 tonight. Jose Mourinho said to Tottenham Hotspur TV that he wouldn't mind another 5-4, but of course, for us to win at this time, of course, the last time we played Everton at Goodison Park, they beat us 5-4 in the FA Cup. But Tottenham do need a win. As I said, that Spurs are in 7th in the Premier League. We've played 31. We've won 14, we've drawn 7 and lost 10. We've got a goal difference of plus 17. We have 49 points. Everton are right behind us. They have a game in hand. They've played 30. They have won 14. They've drawn 6 and they have lost 10. Very inconsistent, similar to Spurs. You know, only a point are separating these two sides. But a win for Tottenham Hotspur tonight at Goodison Park against Everton could put us 6th. 3 points away from the top 4. Now, please do let me know your score predictions in the stream now. Now, I've been saying all week, I don't know whether some of you saw the match preview that I did and put out late last night, but I've been saying all week that I think that Tottenham Hotspur will draw this game at 1-1. But last night, I've changed my mind. I'm going to go for a Tottenham Hotspur win. I think that we're going to win 2-1. We need this reaction. I've said this many, many times about, you know, this same old saying about a reaction. We need a reaction, and we certainly do need one tonight. Simon says, strange, not sure about that lineup. You know, of course, Simon, Jose Mourinho's got this cup final to look forward to as well next week. And, you know, will this be a similar lineup to what he puts in the cup final? You know, of course, Joe Rodon next week will be cup tied, so Joe Rodon will not be in the cup lineup next week. And of course, we've got this this Premier League game against Southampton midweek. So you know, Craig writes here 5 at the back plus Sissoko and Højbjerg. You know, we need a win. We need a win. You know, please do let me know your score predictions. I'm going to go for a 2-1 Tottenham Hotspur win. As I've said, must be a recall for Toby over Dyer. You know, they're both in the team. They're both there. Toby and Dyer, they're both there with Joe Rodon, Serge Aurier on the right, Reguilon on the left, and then midfield, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Sissoko, Ndombele, Harry Kane, and Heung-min Son. Gareth Bale on the bench, Dele Alli on the bench, Eric Lamela on the bench, even Harry Winks on the bench. It'd be an interesting night. It really will. Steve Graham writes on Facebook here. We're on Facebook Live as well. 2-2 draw. Seriously, Sissoko writes Bjorn. I reckon 2-1. 5 at the back. Yeah, I've read that one already. 2-1, unfortunately. Graham, come on, Graham, have a bit more confidence. We need a win. Let's hope that we're going to get one tonight. I know a lot of people are feeling very down at the moment, particularly after this very, very up and down season. But it's funny, we do have an opportunity to still get a European place at the end of the season. I know a lot of people say to me, you know, how are you so confident all the time? But, you know, we've got to turn this around. Jose Mourinho has got to turn this around. These results cannot keep continuing like this. And, you know, we've still got an opportunity to get a European place, and we've still got an opportunity to win a cup. So, you know, we've got to look forward and try and be as positive as we can be. Matthew Macy here, 1-1. Head says 2-1. Yeah, very similar to me, actually. I know what you mean. Is Steven Bergwijn injured? I saw a comment here. Steven Bergwijn just simply isn't in the squad. A big shame for him. Spurs to score first, Everton to win, unfortunately, writes Jason. Let's just wait and see. 5-4 to end 17, right way round this time. Feel a little attacking going on tonight. Where's Stevie B? Not even on the bench. Yeah, I've said this before. Big shame that Steven Bergwijn is not involved in this squad whatsoever. It just doesn't look like Jose Mourinho fancies him whatsoever, really. 2-1 Spurs, says Luca. Mourinho going for the draw with that lineup. At least Ndombele is playing number 10, writes Rant Radio. We need Stephen Bergwijn's pace. Today's lineup might be special. Let me just go through it again. Hugo Lloris in goal, and then the back five of Serge Aurier, Toby Alderweireld, Joe Rodon, and Eric Dyer. Sergio Reguilon on the left. And then we've got Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Moussa Sissoko, Tanguy Ndombele, Harry Kane, and Heung-min Son. Substitutes tonight: Joe Hart, Davinson Sanchez, Japhet Tanganga, Harry Winks, Giovanni Lo Celso, Dele Alli, Eric Lamela, Lucas Moura, and Gareth Bale. Now, please do let me know what you think of this lineup. 3-1, writes Gary. 3-1 to the Lily Whites. Love your confidence, Gary. Bale not even playing, writes Charlie. Is this me, or are we playing 5-3-2? It does seem a very strange lineup, I must say, a very strange formation. But Jose Mourinho is obviously going defensive. It certainly won't be another 5-4 tonight. Calvert-Lewin out as well for Everton. We're playing 5 at the back. I think that Jose Mourinho is going for a 1-0 win, but I'm going to go for a 2-1. 0-0 by that lineup, writes Kevin. Defensive, 1-0 Spurs. I'm happy with that lineup, writes Jordan. I can't even predict this game. I don't know what team is going to show up, positive or defensive. It's so unpredictable. Bjorn, I completely agree with you. This season, as I say, has been so up and down. We don't know what we're going to get half the time. But, it's the back end of the season. It's the business end of the season. These last 7 Premier League games, Tottenham need to put a shift in. And every single game we must now treat as a cup final. And, of course, we've got that cup final next week. I know we've said it many, many times about, cup wins and getting us over that line. We've just got to do it. Anyway, I've now got Spurs fan Josh with me from the Spurs Debate. Josh, have you seen the lineup, or shall I give it to you?
No, mate, I've seen it. I was in the car. I've just seen it. I'm in shock, mate. I don't know about you, but I don't know what to say, Chris. I mean, it's a lottery these days, isn't it? Who gets to start? And Jose's full of surprises, let's say. And let's just hope that we've shocked Everton just as much as he shocked the fans with this lineup.
Absolutely, yeah. Michael writes here, cup final preview formation, perhaps, and I actually think we're going to see something similar like this. I know Joe Rodon's cup tied for next week's cup final, but
yeah,
how do you see this game going, Josh? Because we've said it week after week after week, a must win. Tottenham have got to perform. We want to see a reaction. Are we going to see it tonight?
You'd like to hope we'd see a reaction tonight, but if we go on recent form, Chris, we're not pressing enough and closing out the game enough. We're almost leaving ourselves wide open for the last 20-30 minutes of every match that we either take the lead in or
I think we've lost Josh there. Perhaps we'll get him back, but I'm just going to go through the team lineup again. Hugo Lloris in goal, and then the back 5 of Serge Aurier, Toby Alderweireld, Joe Rodon, Eric Dyer, and Sergio Reguilon. In midfield, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Moussa Sissoko, Tanguy Ndombele, Harry Kane, and Heung-min Son. See if we can get Josh back in a couple of minutes if his connection is a little bit better where he is. Let's go through some of the comments here. Our club is a mess, writes Jack. It's all how we turn this around now, Jack. That is all what it's about. Let's hope that we can get that European place for next season, because of course we need it with the manager, with the players that we've got, with the training facilities, with the ground that we've got. We need European football. Let's hope that we can just get over that line. Jose Mourinho has been brought in for a purpose, to get teams over that line. He's delivered so many trophies at clubs. Now earn your money. Earn your money and win us a cup and get us over that line and get us in a European spot. That is exactly what this season is all about. Josh, are you back?
I'm back, mate. Sorry about that. I had a little Eric Dyer in there, and I think seeing Eric Dyer in the team and seeing Sissoko in the team, Chris, worries me. They're not exactly our in-form players of the season. And based on Eric Dyer's mistakes, Sissoko's lack of press and lack of sort of engine and keep he runs out of steam, he's not the Sissoko of old, and that worries me because Everton will get in and around him, and it's quite a defensive lineup for me as well, Chris. I think he's trying to win it in midfield, and he's trying to lock it up at the back somewhat and win it in midfield. The only positive I see in this, Chris, is Reguilon and Aurier would have a license to go up and cross more. and hopefully with Kane up top, you know, maybe we're going sort of a little bit more solid and going more sort of down the wings rather than open sort of fast tempo football without Lucas Moura and his soft feet. So I'm not sure what he's doing here. I wonder if Tanguy will push up in that number 10, in that false 9, and feed Kane and Son, allow Aurier and Reguilon to create some width, and Sissoko and Højbjerg to sit back and help sort of make a back five when needed. I think that's the idea looking at this formation, but we'll find out in a short time.
You're absolutely right about the fullbacks, Josh. I am expecting a number of crosses to go in tonight. Sergio Aurier and Sergio Reguilon, on their day, we know that they can put some good balls into the box, and perhaps Harry Kane and Heung-min Son, you know, will score from those. Now, are you surprised at the fact that Dele Alli and Gareth Bale are not playing again tonight? We've lost Josh again. A number of people are writing about, you know, can you give me the team again? I certainly can. Hugo Lloris in goal. And then we've got the back five of Aurier, Alderweireld, Rodon, Dyer and Reguilon. In midfield, Pierre-Emile Højbjerg, Sissoko, Ndombele, and then Heung-min Son and Harry Kane. Josh, you're back with us. Give me a score prediction, Josh.
Look, I'm going to go with, look, the heart in me wants to win. Of course, I want to win. So if I'm going with my heart, I'm going 2-1. With the 3 at the back, three centre backs to header everything out that comes in, and for Aurier and Reguilon to provide width. But unfortunately, my head is a draw at the best, Chris, on this one. Unfortunately, and I'm just trying to be as realistic and not let myself down, if you know what I mean. So there's a bit of insurance going into that prediction as well.
Well, it's funny, Josh. I said earlier on this show that, you know, all week I've been saying a 1-1 draw, and then we've come closer to the game, and I'm like, yeah, we're going to win 2-1. It's just, it's the Spurs in me, isn't it?
It is the Spurs in you, mate. But never let that die at the same time, Chris, because if that hope and faith is not there on a Friday evening or on a Saturday afternoon, then sometimes what's the point in watching football and watching your team? So you've got to let that candle burn a little, even if it's been put out quite a bit. The only thing I worry about, Chris, is going ahead. And which football fan would say that? You know, we're worried about going ahead because, you know, I would love to see us go ahead, get the second goal and close up shop. But, you know, yeah, wishful thinking, mate.
Well, with this lineup, you can imagine us getting the goal and then just shutting up shop. Exactly, you know, Jose Mourinho has won so many trophies in his career by shutting up shop and, you know, closing everything down. And that's exactly what we need tonight, because it doesn't matter what the result is as long as Tottenham get the 3 points, because this is absolutely vital, Josh, isn't it? To any European spot that Tottenham may get at the end of the season, games like this now are absolutely vital.
There's a part of this formation I like because it's got width, it's got heading ability at the back. For set pieces, we can throw some big boys up top. So I like that solid kind of look that it may bring. But my worry is we lose this in midfield. My worry is Sissoko. My worry is Eric Dyer. And I'm just glad to see Toby back in, Chris, because if there is a positive or a plus to come out of this, is to see him back. But we may bring on Lucas Moura. You know, it may be that those legs that he brings in sort of 65 minutes in is what will kind of, you know, create some confusion in that Everton defence. So it might be something we look back in 95 minutes and say that suits Spurs better at the moment compared to the 4 at the back, which leaves us wide open, which we've seen.
As you say, Josh, great to see Toby Alderweireld back. We would expect him to be in that starting lineup for the cup final next week, wouldn't we?
Yep, absolutely, mate. You say expect. You know, we just don't know. You know, if Mourinho was a casino man, you know, great, you know, rolling the dice and gambling and changing it. I just want consistency, Chris. I want to see a back four that can ride out the season, and we can all kind of wait for this point at which the back four actually click. But we're just not seeing it. We're just not seeing it. And maybe, you know, today 3 at the back, maybe that's the future. Maybe that's the rest of the season there, you know, if it works. So fingers crossed it works, mate. And fingers crossed that, you know, we get a good result from this formation. And then that gives us confidence to stick to it for the rest of the season.
Josh, Roy puts on screen now, if we don't get 3 points tonight, then top 4 is over, in my opinion. Are you surprised still now, you know, this late on in the season, that top 4 is still a possibility? Because it seems that teams around us, I know last weekend didn't go for us, but, you know, up until that point, a lot of teams have dropped points, haven't they?
They have dropped points. We've got lucky. Last weekend was a harsh lesson. We got taught a good lesson last weekend because everyone won, more or less. And I think the boys were really down. I think the boys and the fans have been down because everyone's taken a step ahead of us. We now have to just do what we have to do and hope others fail. There aren't many rival matches on this weekend, so maybe one of those weekends where everyone wins again and we're all feeling sorry for ourselves that we're still 6 points off top four. But all we can do, Chris, is win pretty much every game now and just hope other teams lose. And it's become that desperate now. We had it in our hands and we let it go, and we now rely on others to fail. But looking slim, mate, if you ask me.
Yeah. Got a super chat now from Liam. Liam, thank you very much. Love the content, Chris. Thank you very much, Liam. I remember playing football with my hero Gazza when I was a kid. Love this club. Hopefully we win something soon. Now, I say it time and time again, Josh, and people must be sick of me keep saying about trophies, but 13 long years without a trophy. If Tottenham could lift this trophy next weekend, it would be fantastic for us all, wouldn't it? That relief of getting that trophy over the line finally.
Absolutely. Compared to our rivals, we're nowhere near. We're nowhere near the teams. I mean, take Leicester and West Ham out of it, but your sort of traditional top six. It's embarrassing, Chris, to have one trophy in that column, and all the others have got 5s and 6s and 10s and 12s. So, we could be hopefully celebrating a trophy win that could give us the inspiration to then put a run together. We just need to get through this game and get into that final with some form, Chris. And hopefully form is enough to give us the momentum to go to Wembley and do what we did to City at the Lane. Do what we did to City at the Lane and get the job done. I don't think we should give up just yet. I think we're all feeling sorry for ourselves, and we've got every right to do so. But I don't think it's the place to give up, because there is still a possibility that we can make top four. And until you've played the final, you've not lost it. So we've got to back ourselves. Before anything else, we've got to back ourselves.
Exactly right. Josh, tell everyone where they can find you on YouTube.
Yes, you can find me on Spurs Debate TV. So that's Spurs Debate, one word, space TV. Lots of content and lots of debate. And we always look at both sides of the coin. And at the moment, I'm not seeing the fan base so split. So great time to be checking out the channel. Getting both sides of the coin is what I like to do on that channel. So thanks for the plug, mate.
Josh, that was going to be the last question, but I've got to ask you. Spurs Debate TV. Now, where are you standing at the moment? Are you backing Jose fully or not?
Chris, I'm going to give him to the end of the season. I think the man doesn't know his best back four. He doesn't know his starting 11. It's a shame that, because he's been here 18 months and he should have a better idea of what he's doing with the players. And we can see what he's doing is he's changing it, pretty much every week. But I don't think there's any point in sacking him before the end of the season. I think give him a chance with the squad and see how the players react for the next 6 or 7 games. There's a pressure cooker we're in, and this will tell me whether they have that Jose Mourinho mentality or whether it is Jose that's the problem. So I'm still willing to wait and see the mentality of this squad once the pressure turns on. And it starts with tonight. The pressure was on, and this is where Jose Mourinho makes his money. And this is what I'm waiting to see with the players, Chris. But I'm leaning towards out, in all honesty. But I still think you can't judge him until the end of the season just yet.
Well, it's games like tonight, and it's games like next week. This is why Jose Mourinho's here, to get us over that line, to get trophies in the cabinet, and to get us European football. So, you're absolutely right in what you say. Earn your money now and do your job and get us over that line. And that's exactly what I'm expecting.
Look,
so
some of the players may not have the mentality, Chris, and I accept that. Not everyone's a leader and a winner, but it's about it's Jose Mourinho's job and remit to inspire and instill that mentality. So I don't want to hear this stuff about they just haven't got it. I want to see him inspire, motivate, and make them believe. And this is the mental side of the game that Jose is supposed to be the special one for, because he revs you up, and he gets you up for it. So if you can't do it between now and the end of the season, which is where it counts, then I think maybe his time's up, and we're just not for him, and he's not just for us.
Well, Kenneth, Tottenham Hotspur has just subscribed to your channel, Josh, so it was worth doing this video tonight.
Okay. Appreciate it.
Josh, thank you very much. Cheers. Enjoy the game. Let's hope that Tottenham get the 3 points and come on you Spurs.
Come on you Spurs. Cheers, Chris.